Okay, so we are getting ready to customize our own morning message slides. So you have a new slide deck. Go ahead and title it. When you're done titling it, you're going to be working in the View Master. So you can click on View Master. You could close the themes box to get that out of your way. So Slides provides you with a ton of layouts that you won't be using. So you can go ahead and delete them. I would actually leave this blank one. It's always good to just have like a blank one in case you don't want to use a layout that you're creating. But you can delete all the other ones that are there. So you can click on each one, delete it, hit the backspace button. That might take a while. So you can click on the one that you want to delete, go all the way up, not the very first one, but the next one. You can use the shift key and select all of them and delete. This last slide that's right here, I like to just click and drag to delete the stuff that's on there and just work off of that slide. So I want to put my text box because I'm going to be typing my morning message every day. So we have a toolbar up here just like we do with the regular slide. So I can create a text box. So I'm going to insert a subtitle placeholder. So the placeholders hold text placeholder. So they all pretty much do the same thing. I just like using the subtitle placeholder. So I'm going to click on that one, and you're going to click and drag to make your text box or your subtitle placeholder. Okay, so think about how you want this text to be. What font do you want it? Most of us working in primary, we have a thing for Comic Sans. I like to have my font black, so I'm coming up here to change the text color, just like you would be changing a regular slide, except you're creating your master. So that font's kind of small, so I'm going to try 36. That's usually the size that I like to make things when I'm projecting something. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we really need because we are going to just be typing a message. If you find that you are adding things to a slide that you are going to be using over and over again, then come back in here to the View Master and add it to that slide. So keep in mind that you're going to want to play with your text, and you might have to come back and change your master slide here. When you're playing with your text and you're projecting it in your classroom, you might find like, oh, I have a lot of stuff on my whiteboard on the right side. I need to move. The message cannot go past this point because over here I have magnets or something that you collect on your board on that side. You might find, based off of where the projection is on the board, the kids cannot point to the message from way up high. It needs to come a little bit lower. So you might just need to readjust your master slide here. And you will figure that out based off of when you're in your classroom and you're projecting. So before I close this, I'm going to rename my layout, my master slide. I'm going to call it message slide. So that way I have my message slide. Underneath that layout, I have a blank one. So that way if I need to spontaneously grab a blank slide, it's there. That's all I need. So I'm going to click on the X to close the tab. And here I am ready to start typing my message. Okay, so let's say I wrote my message out and it's the next day and I'm ready to add another slide. So I'm going to go to this baby arrow over here. So I'm going to click on it and then I'm going to click on my layout that I made. Okay, so you can add a slide that way. It's the next day. I'm writing out my message. And I have another slide there ready to go. I'm going to share one more thing before I stop the video. So let's say you have several messages in here already, and you're thinking, I need to change out my layout for future morning messages. I'm going to go back into the view master, and I'm actually just going to create a new layout. So to create a new layout, you can click in between layouts and hit the enter key to make a new one. This time I'm thinking I want to add a welcome song before we do the morning message. So Jessica likes to use the Rise and Shine song from Dr. Jean, so you can insert a video. And to do that, you'll go insert video. You can click on buy URL and paste a YouTube link. Hit select. Okay, so she's very smart and puts her video over here in the corner so that it's out of the way of the message. Okay, so then I just need to go back and add my text placeholder. So I'm going to add that, and I'm going to be mindful of that video over there. So here it is. Again, just to review these steps, I can change the font, I can change the size, and I can change the color. Okay, so if you're going to be utilizing a resource every day during your morning message, consider adding it somewhere on the slide so that way you don't, on the master slide, so that way you don't have to like copy and paste it each time you make your morning message. It's already there. Okay, so I'm going to rename this one to message slide 2 because that's my most current version. And I'm going to close this out. I'm going to add my new layout. I could tell that this is the new layout because it has a little video. I called it message slide 2. Click. So let's say I make my message right here. When you're ready to present, you need to click on the present button and then you can play your video. Right now, I can't click play on the video because it's not in present mode. When it's on present mode, you can click on the play button. Thanks for watching.